Welcome to Ferragosto Festival in the heart of Little Italy in the Bronx, New York, the real Little Italy. Each year this festival gets more popular, attracting thousands of visitors from the area and far away. This being over 25 years since the mergers of Arthur Avenue and East 187th Street decided to bring the Italian celebration to the Bronx and engage visitors in Italian culture, traditions, and entertainment. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the Little Italy in the Bronx, a little bit of the street festival, which is my first time attending it, and see what's going on. It's very good vibes, great people, and great food. So without further ado, sit down, relax, and enjoy the video. What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and today I'm gonna walk around a neighborhood that I explored years ago, but I'm back, which is by Belmont, Arthur Avenue in Little Italy. This is actually the real Little Italy, due to it having restaurants for decades, family-owned business out here. And today is a special day because today is the Ferragosto Festival, a festival that I've always wanted to come, but due to me always being working and busy, I never had a chance. But I just realized that today it's the day that it's happening, so I'm over here to check it out. So like I said, I've never been to this festival, so don't know really much what to expect, but I'm sure there's a lot of Italian joints over there. And like I say, the real vibes of Little Italy. Over here is like a real Italian-American community right here in the heart of the Bronx, New York. So without further ado, join me. And keep in mind, there's no train station around Belmont. So the closest stop that I got off was by Fordham. You know, they got the B and the D train, and a little bit further the 4 train. And then I just walk around, shortcutting over here. But it's good because you get to see what the neighborhood looks like around here. Just waiting around here. 3rd Avenue should be over that way. I can shortcut, and it'll take me straight to Arthur Avenue, between 187 and Crescent Street. So they've been developing buildings over here. It's literally happening all over New York City, but it's making its way over here to the Bronx. Then ahead of me is 3rd Avenue. This goes all the way towards Grand Concourse and the Hub, that area by 149. So the crazy thing about this neighborhood is really hidden. Like you walk around here, you would never thought they have an Italian community over here. So it's like a hidden gem right here in the Bronx. So it's my first time walking around this side of the Bronx. So you can see they developed new condos, and then they got the traditional old buildings. I've been by the Hub area, you know, but I never walk over this way. I'm going the opposite. I always go to 187 and make my way towards Arthur, but now I'm doing it the opposite way. And I see a lot of people here that I guess are visiting the area, coming to Ferragosto Festival. It's this festival, they do it every year, you know. Like I said, I've always missed, I never got a chance to come, but it attracts, you know, people from around here, people from far away to come towards this festival. So I'm really excited to check it out, to see what's the deal with it, you know. I think we're gonna have a good time. Today the weather's a little bit more chillier than normal, but that doesn't stop me from being outside, you know, life goes on. So I think within a few more blocks I should be in the festival. Anyway, here's where it's getting exciting, you know. One more block and it's Arthur Avenue, and then it's Crescent too. Not much over here, but I already start seeing people around this area. So you know, this is where the action is gonna happen. I'm even hearing music too. I think there's probably performers too, so like I say, Little Italy in Manhattan is just too touristy, and it lost the authenticity. It lost all that authentic thing at Mulberry Street. But over here's like the real deal at Arthur Avenue, Belmont, the Bronx. Here we go, people doing outdoor dining out here. Oh wow, it's busy out here today, look at this. And then this is it, Arthur Avenue. Wow, it's packed. This is it, the pack. Really packed out here, so I'm ready to go inside there, see what's going on, and then people doing their outdoor dining over here. But it looks like it's really packed, so let's see what's going on in Arthur Avenue. So really packed, people performing out here. Wow. Then like you see in any other Italian festival, they got clothes and stuff. Well, this guy's vlogging. I didn't got a chance to turn on my camera, but I ran into another blogger and he recognized me. Damn, man. Forgot his name, but I'm probably gonna see him. So if you're watching this video, just, you know, send me a DM. But yeah, you know, in a week, I think they're gonna have the San Gennaro Festival in Little Italy, but this is like the real deal over here, you know, really good community vibe and stuff, so it's actually pretty dope. Oh, they got a fresh seafood across me, so you see the seafood joint and people just eating out here. Very crowded over here, so. Now, this is very intense here. I'm trying to get by, but it's very crowded. Despite this being a little bit more spacious than Mulberry Street, a lot of people come here, so I can see why this is very popular. Like crazy, you would not think you're in the Bronx, but this is what I try to explain to you guys. Like the Bronx has many neighborhoods, you know, good and bad. Like the media always try to portray the Bronx like it's bad, and that's not true. The Bronx is actually an amazing borough. And I think it's the only borough in New York that keeps like that authentic thing, like the real vibe of New York City. So I'm trying to see if there's any like food spots over here. I haven't ate anything. Maybe I can grab a little snack or something. So here's a coffee shop. They got all the tables and stuff. Yes. You know, people out here. It's more on the other side. I like how they set up the outdoor dining for people to just enjoy the meal and their food, you know.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, so far people are very friendly. The vibes over here, you know. Like I say, a lot of Italian Americans that come over here to the Bronx, so really good vibe. Give you a little 360 view. Wow, people are lining up to buy meat and stuff. And you see the outdoor over here, people just sitting down. And they got more, what are they selling here? Peaches? Oh, this you get in any Italian festival, the hot dogs and stuff. Wow, that's amazing. So you know the place where they made the sausage is legit when you see a line of people lining up to get the meal and the food. Then of course the traditional authentic Italian restaurants over here. Enzo's. I think this one's like a French one, but I'll show you. I kind of feel like I'm in those movies, you know, the Bronx Tale, all of those old school movies, or some of those movies, those Al Pacino. Like I feel like I'm in that type of vibe. Here's the market, the Arthur Avenue Retail Market. I'm not sure, it's probably open. Maybe I'll go inside. But I'm still walking the street. It seems like it extends all the way towards 187, so we'll find out. But it is very packed. Oh, what they got here? Little pizza? What's this? Looks good. They had a spot there where they're making cigars, but it's just so crowded. I was trying to sneak by to see if I get some shots of it, but then here's a huge sign that says, "Welcome to Ferragosto, September 7th," ahead of me. So I'll tell you, September is probably the best month to be in New York City because of the weather and all the festivals that they got going on over here. Like, this is a vibe, actually. This is lit. I like this way better in San Gennario's festival, but they only do it like one day every single year. So here's a sign where it says Ferragosto, right here in the heart of the Bronx, New York. What do they sell here? Flowers, panela, corn dogs, mozzarella sticks. Look how nice how they set this up over here for people to sit down. This is nice. Then more, they got more over that way. I think there's a band playing over here. And then people just walking. So we literally got performers out here singing. That literally happens in every Italian festival, no matter what city you go. It's actually dope. Kids going, they got more over here. I think this is like cheese that they sell. Let me show you guys. Right, look at this, wow. They sell like sausages over there. Like the products, all the sauce, Italian, like the real deal. You get it right here in the heart of the Bronx. They even sell liquor. I don't know if you can hear me because of the music. They sell sangria, wine, all that joint. But yeah, I didn't expect the festival to be pretty lit, but that explains why a lot of people, they be coming out here. You know, good vibes, the people, the food, the ambience is just like, you know, really dope and really cool out here. So to get in every festival, lemonade, they keep going. They got the meat market, you know. If you really want to get like good sausage and meat products, you got to come to this neighborhood over here. And try and see, oh, they're making cigars over there. Over here they got cannoli. Let me see if I can get a close up. See it right there? So yeah, in terms of the festival, I think this is it. Or the beginning, like I'm ending over here. But I want to see if I can make it inside the market to see what are the vibes that's going on over there. That's literally it right here with the clouds behind me. But I'm going to stroll around the neighborhood to see what else is going on since it's been a minute since I've been here. You know, it's a coffee shop called Luna Cafe. Then I'm going to stroll on the other side of the street. This is 187. 187 is kind of like a little main street over here. And since it's busy right now, I think it's a good day for me to stroll around. I see a lot of people from Fordham University walking around here. They got their shirts that says Fordham, so yeah, pretty vibrant out here. But now I'm just gonna stroll around a little bit by 187th Street, which is kind of like the main street over here. And you'll find like a lot of bakeries and a lot of meat joints over here. So walking like a block ahead, and then we're gonna detour over Crescent Avenue, that's also like another main street in Belmont. So once you exit once you exit Offer Avenue, it's like another vibe out here. But this is what you get. See how nice the neighborhood is? The thing is, if you drive a car, it's gonna be really hard for you to park out here. This is what you get, pastry joint. Wow, they even got a gong cha, which is like a boba tea joint here, then pizzeria, of course. So, it got a little bit of everything. This is like a pastry right here. Look at the cakes that they sell. If you have a sweet tooth and you want some cakes, you can come out here. And they got some restaurants going on over here, So this is a mixture of the festival and the neighborhood. I haven't really covered a festival video in a long time, so I thought it would be the good opportunity to come and see what's going on. And this over here is Belmont Avenue. Not much going on over this side, but I know this will merge me into Crescent. Here, once you leave outside, they got a restaurant and bar out here. It's another joint there with outdoor dining. So pretty peaceful and quiet, but most of the people are focusing in Offer Avenue, But if you walk over here, I think there should be, a couple of restaurants for you to check out, like a little strip. So this is literally like another hidden gem in the Bronx. I cover City Island, which is amazing, but this neighborhood over here is actually really cool too. I can assume in the nighttime it's a nice nightlife too. And they got lounges here. You can come have food, drinks, coffee, etc. We got more over here on this side. Ajo y oregano. This is a Dominican joint that I got over here. So even got a barber shop. And then of course, nice architecture out here. And this is a rain or shine event, no matter what. But now I want to see if I can try to make my way towards the market. I think they have another entrance over here. I'm not 100% sure. I think if I enter over here in the back, it's probably better. Like over here, you see Offer Avenue Retail Market, while a lot of people, they focus on entering the other side. Let me see if I can enter through this angle. Oh, cool, here we are. Look at this. Wow, it's busy out here. See, they even have a market right here in the heart of it. This is awesome. Even got pizza over here. That's nice. But yeah, this market is popular. I think in the holidays it gets really busy because a lot of people, they get some good protein or meat over here. There's a good meat joint on the other side. They even have a little bar here where people are chilling and enjoying. Here's the bar. A lot of people drinking out here. It's really cool. Some more over here. The last time that I came to blog, it wasn't busy, and today it's a different level, but it made sense. Because they got the festival. I hear some freestyle music outside. This is the other side. Oh wow, they're making fresh pizza out here. That's cool. Yeah, look at the meats that they got here. Protein, everything, wow. You don't get this type of market in Little Italy in Manhattan. You only get it right here in the Bronx. Look at the fresh meatballs that they got over here. Wow, look at this. Sausage. So if you guys really want some good Italian food and joint, you gotta come here to Belmont in the Bronx. This is the place I'll say is really packed. Look at the line, so I'm literally not gonna fit. They specialize like in sandwiches. I think it's everything like fresh. The man over there, the owner, I've seen him in a lot of videos, so he's pretty popular out here. And then they sell like, if you wanna take home and cook, wine and everything. Wow, look at this. Shirts and joints, so yeah, this is nice. But yep, never cease to amaze me, this cool neighborhood that we got here in the Bronx. I tell you, the Bronx has like a lot of neighborhoods for you to explore. So see how busy it is? That's how you know the place is really good, when you got people out here. I guess this is what they sell out here. Yeah, everything looks pretty fresh. That's cool, wow. Nice. But yeah, that was just a little short video of Ferragosto Festival out here in the heart of Belmont in the Bronx, New York. I had a blast today, the vibes are really good, dope, really cool people, chill vibes, That's the beauty about New York City. So I think this is gonna be a perfect spot for me to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.